Raine Horne has been helping Australians buy and sell property for over 133 years, which is why the proposed changes to negative gearing are a major concern for me. Negative gearing, in simple terms, is when you borrow money to buy an asset, but that asset fails to generate enough income to cover mortgage expenses and other costs. Any losses can then be written off against the income tax you owe at the end of the financial year. As a wealth building strategy, negative gearing can benefit all working Australians. In fact, everyday Australians account for roughly 2/3 of investors in this country, with 3/4 of these investors having a taxable income under $80,000. This includes nurses, primary school teachers and electricians. Our economy is in a fragile state and is very reliant on the tax provided by not only the real estate industry, but the construction industry as well. By taking away negative gearing, it will be harder to sell investment properties because there'll be no incentive for other investors to buy. This will create a knock-on effect which will see reduced capital growth on property investments. Landlords will lose the ability to write off losses, resulting in increasing rents for tenants, pushing as many as 70,000 extra families into housing stress. This could cost the government as much as $54 million in extra assistance. In addition, some pundits are suggesting that if negative gearing is abolished, property prices could fall. While this may sound like good news to first home buyers struggling to get into the market, the reality is that the biggest hurdles for first timers, the upfront costs, aren't likely to change. This includes state stamp duties and the requirements for a 20% deposit to avoid paying mortgage insurance. Unless prices drop by a dramatic level, which the opposition are saying is not going to happen, there will be no real difference to affordability, while a potential rise in rents will make it even harder to save up a deposit. In addition, 1 in 4 working Australians currently draw all or parts of their livelihoods from the property and construction industry. These changes will cause a major ripple effect across the economy. Unemployment will rise, meaning first home buyers, among others, may not even have job security. We need to remember that we've been here before. The decision to cut negative gearing in 1985 was a disaster for investors, owner-occupiers and tenants. It's fair to say the sudden change caused significant chaos for the economy. So much so that the decision was reversed less than 2 years later. So it's clear that if there are to be changes to tax concessions on property investment, it must be done in a measured way and at a time when the economy is strong enough to cope with it. If you want to know more about negative gearing and how it could impact you now or in the future, visit www.negativegearingaffectsyou.com.